Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed with vinyl CDs and cassettes. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Oh yeah!
How's it going, everybody? So today I want to do a video that I've wanted to do for quite some time. And today I want to talk about Alice Cooper's Blackout albums. If you're not sure what that means, continue to watch, all right? These albums contain some really, really good stuff, and they also contain some songs and some production qualities that are definitely a little different for Alice Cooper, and they were probably a little jarring for those, hardcore Alice Cooper fans to listen to when they first came out. But I actually think they've aged pretty well. And if you think about when these albums came out within context, they make a little bit more sense. All right. So the Blackout period refers to when Alice Cooper was just totally out of it. High, substance abuse, everything that you could take that is bad in this world, Alice Cooper was doing at this time, to the point of he didn't even remember recording many of the songs on these albums. He doesn't remember the tours that happened. So hence the name Blackout. Now, technically the Blackout period starts with the next album that I'm going to show, but I personally feel that it kind of starts with this album, Flush the Fashion, 1980. Now, forgive me as I read my notes. It's like I did a report on Alice Cooper. Teacher, I did a report on Alice Cooper. It's all done. I promise. All right, so Flush the Fashion came out in 1980. Now, this is right after his stint in the sanitarium. And again, I'm not making this up. Alice Cooper's musical life is sort of like the ultimate rock star, what not to do. But I guess also what to do as a rock star as well, because he became pretty famous, as we all know. So Flush the Fashion came out in 1980. This was the beginning, I feel like, for his Blackout period. He does remember periods of this album, but this is where it started to become a little nebulous for him. All these albums I'm going to show today have some really, really great songs on it. I was listening to them again this morning. The production is amazing. And he also tries a lot of different styles of music, which I appreciate. The two singles off of this album, Clones, We're All, and Talk Talk. Now, it opens up with Talk Talk, and that's a strong opening. It's got this really cool punk guitar in the beginning. The other single, Clones, We're All, you get the keyboards right away, and you feel and hear that Mr. Alice Cooper is going for more of a new wave sound. Why not? That was the thing, 1980 new wave. Why not try it? And I think he did a lot of it very, very well. Some other favorites on here. I really like the song Pain. Great vocals by Alice Cooper. Powerhouse chorus. I like Nuclear Infected. This has another punk vibe. It's like an upbeat punk song. It's really, really cool. Listen to the riff on Grim Facts and Model Citizen. Just rocking riffs. Really, really good stuff. And there's a song on here called Dance Yourself to Death. That gave me like big time David Bowie vibes. So this is a very, very strong album. And as I said, technically this was not part of the Blackout period, but I'm considering it part of it because this is when the cocaine started. And from there, that led to 1981's Special Forces. Okay. Now, the substance abuse was running rampant at this time, not only with Alice Cooper, but with his band, in the studio, on tour. Just, crazy, crazy, crazy. The singles off this album, you have You Want It, You Got It, and you also have a cover of 7 and 7 Is by the band Love, which they actually do a pretty good job with that. You Want It, You Got It. Again, sort of new wave-esque. I get big time Cars vibes on that song. And again, why not? That was the sound of 1981. Some other fun songs I like on this. Who Do You Think We Are? Punchy, catchy tune. Prettiest Cop on the Block. This is classic Alice Cooper. If you like any of the early stuff, you'd like Prettiest Cop on the Block. Love the harmonies on Don't Talk Old to Me. And the song, I want to make sure I say it right here. Skeletons in the Closet. We just got through celebrating Halloween. Wasn't too long ago. That's like a lost Halloween song. That should be on Halloween mixes. It's classic, creepy, synthy. Love that tune. And I also like You Look Good in Rags. I'm a big fan, and this might turn people off, but I really don't care. I'm a huge fan of Kiss's album Unmasked. I love the sheen and the brightness and the songwriting and poppiness of that album. Well, the song You Look Good in Rags sounds like it could have been off that album. Really, really good song. So Special Forces. Different? Yes. As bad as some people say? Definitely not. This is a really, really good album. So Flush the Fashion, 1980. 1981, Special Forces, the beginning of the Blackout period. That led to 1982's Zipper Catches Skin. Very creative cover. There's the back. Mr. Alice Cooper. Different look for him. As I said, 1982. This was intended, I guess, to be more of like a stripped down rock album. So, and I think that he and the band, got that with a lot of these songs. The singles, I Like Girls and I Am the Future. I Am the Future is the stronger of the two singles. You get 80s keyboards in this tune. It's got sort of a ballady vibe to it, but a very strong chorus. Not a huge fan of the song I Like Girls. Again, a Cars vibe on that song. I don't know why they released that as the first single. There are other songs on this album that could have been better singles. Make That Money would have been a good one. Classic Alice vibe on that. The song Adaptable. What did I write here? Punk vibe. A couple of songs on here, that song and Remarkable Sincere, remind me of the Canadian band Teenage Head. Check them out. Cool punk sort of rockabilly type band. And I have a star next to Adaptable. I have a star next to Adaptable. That means I really, really like that song. What else do I have here? Oh, the song I Better Be Good. You know that song by the Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun? This beginning riff sounds very, very similar to that tune. So again, I don't feel like this album is as strong as Special Forces, but it's still very, very good. And the last album in the Blackout period, maybe one of the most misunderstood Alice Cooper albums, it's Dada. And that's the back cover. This is produced by Mr. Bob Ezrin. And so the production is great. Many people have said a lot of the songs on here sound like they could have been on Pink Floyd's The Wall, which makes sense because Bob Ezrin produced that as well. I do hear some similarities, sonic similarities to The Wall. This came out in 1983. Let's see, the single, I Love America. Not one of my favorite songs on the album. It's kind of quirky, spoken, kind of rapped. I'll put rapped, R-A-P-P-E-D in quotes. Lyrics by Mr. Alice Cooper. Enough's Enough could have been probably a better single. Enough's enough. Sort of an earworm. It's probably one of those songs that you either like or you don't like. I have a star next to Former Lee Warmer. I really, really like that song. The song No Man's Land on here is classic Alice Cooper. Dyslexia has sort of a reggae vibe to it. I have a star next to Scarlet and Sheba. I like that song. Modern. It's got this Middle Eastern vibe in the beginning. I just love the chorus of that song too. The title track that opens this album, I should have said this in the beginning. I guess Alice Cooper refers to this as his scariest album in his mind. And that first track is pretty creepy. It sounds like it could have been part of any 80s horror film with the keyboards. And it's got this sort of slashing guillotine sound in it. And this little kid repeating da-da, da-da over and over again. Then there's this like dialogue there. It's a creepy beginning. This is a strange album. I didn't like it the first couple times I heard it, because it's just so different than anything that Alice Cooper has done. But I've grown to appreciate this album. So, yes, definitely different, but very, very strong album still. I mean, there's some good stuff on here. So let's see. If I was going to rank these albums, and again, I'm including Flush the Fashion in here, even though that's technically not part of the Blackout. Here would be my ranking for these albums. And it's funny because, well, you know what? I am going to switch this. I'm going to go this. Flush the Fashion, number 1. Next up, Special Forces. I'm putting Dada at number 3 and Zipper Catches Skinned at 4. Now, these two probably could switch spots, 3 and 4, but definitely these two out of the 4, those are 2 of my favorites. Check these albums out if you have not. If you're an Alice Cooper fan, you're going to find some stuff on these albums that you really, really dig. There's certain songs that come on and you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that sound, or why did Alice Cooper do that? Yeah, there are a couple of those songs. But I personally like when an artist takes some chances. And Alice took some chances. Maybe he didn't realize he was taking chances at the time, but looking back, these are great albums. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.